So somebody just puts their bag of trash on top of the fuel pump, and the trash can's right there. Trash goes there. It's just that far. Yep, today's truck driver. Greetings from Forest Park, Georgia. And we are on another one of these ever so fun grocery loads where they don't ever give you enough time to pick them up and deliver them, and then they wonder why you're late. So, so anyway, we delivered this morning. The appointment was for 8:30. But they unloaded me at 6:30 this morning. This load here, that was in Wedowee, Alabama, and then we come over here to Forest Park. This load isn't due to be picked up until 3:15. I got here at 2:30. I was trying to get it a little bit early. So they want me to pick this up at 3:15, get out of here, and be up in McLean, North Carolina by 4 a.m. So, I mean, yeah, it is possible to leave here and be in McLean by 4 a.m., but not when I was in Georgia, or excuse me, Alabama, unloading, and then having to drive all the way here. You know, once I start my clock over there in Alabama, that's it. I got 14 hours to get done, and I run out of time. And today I will run out of time at around 10:30 this evening, and I'm not going to be anywhere near McLean, North Carolina. So once I run out of time at 10:30, I got to park for 10 hours, which means I can't leave there until 8:30, and then I'm probably going to be, you know, 2 hours away or whatever. But this is what you deal with. Nobody communicates. They don't plan these loads out right. They just throw it on. Oh, well, Mark's over here. He's only, you know, an hour and 15 minutes away from this load. Well, let's just put that on him. And they don't bother to look at, okay, well, he has a 8:30 appointment here, and he can't get to this load until 3:15. They don't look at that. So I decided to call the broker and say, hey, you know, either change the pickup time or change the delivery time. I can't do both, change one or the other. And they said, okay, well, we'll call you back. Well, they never did call. Instead, I got a call from my company bitching at me because I called the broker and not them. Okay, well, every time I call them, they bitch at me and say, no, don't call us, call the broker. So I called the broker. Well, now this time I called the broker, and then they still bitch because I called the broker and not them. So you can't win. They're going to bitch at you no matter what. So I say, to hell with this damn load. I'm going to pick this damn thing up, and I'm going to get it up to McLean, North Carolina when I get there. It ain't going to be 4 a.m. It'll probably be more like 10 a.m. And if they don't want it, then I'll take it back to the damn yard, and then Chief can figure out something else to do with it. I really don't give a crap. Every time somebody calls me on that phone, it's just bitch, 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 bitch. So you know what? I'm not even going to answer the phone anymore. If they want to talk to me, they can send me a text message. But I'm not going to answer the phone anymore. I've decided that. You're trying to get some communication going between you and the broker and the carrier, and nobody wants to do anything. So they bitch at me for calling, trying to get the appointment time changed, and apparently that was not the right thing to do. Now, if I'd have said nothing and just picked it up and delivered it late, then they'd call me and say, well, why were you late? Why didn't you call us? We could have changed that appointment time for you if you'd have called us. So once again, there's no right answer. There's, you know, if you're a truck driver, everything you do is wrong, and they will bitch like crazy at you. You should have planned your route better. Oh, don't call this person, call us. Oh, don't call us, call that person. It's always something in this damn business. And I've got just about 7 more years left to pay off my house, and then I can finally get out of this damn truck. It's like red hell. That's what it is. Red hell. Anyway, that's enough bitching.
The Pope takes a poop and the President too, and the fancy pants banker in his 3-piece suit, the big fat general and all of his troops. The truth of the matter is everybody poops.
Okay. Well, we have finally made it to Publix. Took forever to freaking check in, but we got a door. Door number 832 down here somewhere with all the other damn trucks. Where are you at? $832, where are you? There you are, right there. 832. Okay. Nice, easy back. Just the way I like them. I still can't line up for shit. Too early in the morning. I haven't finished my coffee yet. Perfect. Okay, so here is the situation. Alright, so I was bitching and raising hell yesterday, and you know, really, this shit really ticked me off yesterday. So after this morning, you know, I cooled off and I'm like, you know what, I'm not even gonna post that video. But now I think it makes good content because you get to see the real raw emotions of me. I'm not the calmest and, you know, coolest and, you know, cat, but I can be calm. But when people do dumb shit, it just really gets under my skin. So I figure I'll go ahead and post it, and then y'all can watch me bitch and moan and complain. Because it ain't all peaches and cream out here. I figured I'd just go ahead and keep that in. Just to show you how real I am out here. But here's the whole ordeal on this load. So I unload in Wedowee, Alabama. Appointment was for 8:30, so I got to get there at 8:30 and then drive over to Forest Park, Georgia, which is Atlanta, pick this up at 3:15, and then be up here on the property that night because I got to be at the dock at 4 a.m. and there's just no way to do that. Now in Wedowee, I got unloaded at 6 because I made it there that night. I got there that night, slept on the property. In fact, I went ahead and backed up to the door, and then at about 6:20, I guess, he started rolling in there and unloading me. So I got up, waited for him to get done, and I went and got my bills. And then I got out of there, And I went up street to the Loves, and I just figured, well, you know, I can't get to Forest Park until 3:15, so I'll just park here at the Loves. And I stopped in Heflin, Alabama, which is about 30 miles away from Wadowee, or 30 minutes. So I stopped there, and you know, I got something to eat, got a shower, this and that, and got caught up on my homework. So, you know, I'm looking at the clock and trying to figure out, okay, how in the hell am I gonna, you know, get there at 3:15 to pick this load up. My clock's already started, by the way. I've already started my clock. I started my clock at 8:30 that morning, or thereabouts. So in 14 hours, I got to be parked, which would be 10:30. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it, and the only way I can think to do it was to get to Forest Park early, pray to the truck loading gods that they got me out of there super quick, and then I could get up here and at least be on the property last night. But because I like to plan ahead, I figured, well, I'll go ahead and call the broker and let them know, look, I don't think I can do 4 a.m. And technically I couldn't, because I ran out of time at 10:30. So if I got here on the property before then, if I was able to make it, I have to shut down for 10 hours. And I cannot move this truck. If this truck has a load in it, I cannot do an off-duty move or a PC move. PC off-duty move. I cannot do it. So once I get here, I have to shut this truck down for 10 hours. So if I got here at 10 o'clock or 10:30, I technically can't move the truck again until 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I called and told him, I'm like, you know, I just can't do that 4 o'clock. And well, I did, you know, I called him early enough, so I'm like, look, you know, if you can move the pickup time forward, then I can go get the load now and then be up here in McLean, North Carolina, and be at the dock by 4. If not, you'll have to change the delivery appointment time, because there's no way I can get here at 4 o'clock. So I called them. They said they'd call me back with a time change. They never did. And then I get a phone call from my dispatcher, you know, more or less in her nice voice, you know, raising hell with me for not calling her and calling them instead. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've had an issue and I call her and she says, oh, well, I can't do nothing, call the broker. So this time I just figured I would not even bother with her and just call the broker. Well, no, that was wrong. No, why did you call the broker? You're supposed to call me. Okay. So, you know, you can't do anything right. But anyway, they did get the appointment time finally changed to 9 a.m. Now, I went into McLean early yesterday. I think it was around 2:30. And luckily, they not only took me right away, they put me at a dock right away. And not 10 minutes after getting at that dock, they started loading me. And, I mean, I was out of there super quick. And that gave me just enough time to get here last night at around, I think, 10:15. And I got on the property. Here you can check in the night before at the guard shack, and they'll let you park on the lot overnight if you have a morning appointment time. So they allowed me to park here. And now they did tell me at the gate that my appointment was 9 o'clock, so they did confirm it. However, I get a wake-up call at 6 o'clock this morning, and it's the receiving guy over here wanting me to come around and get unloaded. He wanted me to come around back at the door and get unloaded. Now, I didn't bother to answer it. In fact, I was still asleep when he called, and it woke me up, so I just ignored the call. But I couldn't have done anything anyway because I was still on a 10-hour break. I could not move the truck until 8:15. So it wasn't until 8 o'clock where I got up and got dressed, and then once the clock hit 0, then I started my pre-trip and drove over here. But I cannot move this truck off duty. It's against the law. So now they didn't say anything to me when I finally did get over here, and they went ahead and put me at a dock. I'm sitting here now. Still have a green light. They haven't touched me yet, so no telling how long this will take. I think the last time I was here it took about 2 hours or so, but yeah. So it's Friday. You know, there's a lot of Fridays where I go home and I'm like, you know, I ain't coming back. But, you know, once I get home, I get in my comfort zone and play with the dog, and, you know, I'm able to calm down. You know, I'm usually ready to go back, you know, Sunday or Monday. So I'm sure I'll feel better next week. But so we'll see what happens here.
2,000 years later.
Well, that only took 4 hours. And we're still not done. We still got to wait for them to call me when my paperwork is ready. God knows how long that'll take. Maybe another hour, who knows? It's all a mystery. Finally getting out of here. 12:30. Yeah, 4 hours. Took a half hour to check in. Took about 45 minutes to do the actual unloading, and then took them 2 hours and 45 minutes to do a piece count and give me back my bills. Yep, gotta love these grocery warehouses. But anyway, I got no load assignment, but I'm sure they'll call me here in a minute and say, oh, stop here, go pick this up, bring it back to the yard. So probably pick up something in Asheboro and take it back. But we'll go ahead and end this video in this week, go home and recuperate my brain. So I will see y'all next week.